Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and today we have good news. A martial arts instructor out of Philadelphia was able to stop a would-be purse snatcher right out the door of his own martial arts studio. And by the way, we have some of that footage. Let's check out the story. It's not unusual for Stephen Venter to perform a strong kick when instructing at Action Karate in Northern Liberties, Philadelphia. However, on Thursday, it proved to be successful outside the gym as well. Surveillance cameras captured Action Karate instructor Stephen Venter running out of the building at 3rd and Poplar Streets after a parent and student waiting for an upcoming class informed him that a woman needed help outside. She was yelling that her purse was stolen. I'm just screaming bloody murder like a complete lunatic, like stop him, stop him, stop him, help, 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 to anybody around, said Jennifer Romanelli. Romanelli says that she was inside Parkview Dry Cleaners getting her suit altered when a man who entered the store and was asked to leave repeatedly suddenly snatched her purse. She says the owner, Lita, took off running first as she followed. I'm going to run and run and run because I'm not letting this guy get my stuff. I don't care. I'm not going to give up. Venter says he didn't even think twice. I shouted at him, drop the bag. He wouldn't drop it. I caught up with him. I gave him a kick on the leg, he said. As I got him a kick on the leg, he dropped the bag, stumbled, and then kept running away. Romanelli says Lita turned around and told her not only was the man stopped, but that her bag was safe. Literally out of nowhere, like an angel, this guy appears like a ninja, and he's like, here you go, she said. I'm like, is this happening? So her and I are completely stunned. Ironically, Stephen had to run back to teach a ninja class, he says. He went back to the cleaners later to make sure everyone was okay and connected with Romanelli. She says she researched the gym and contacted Venter's boss to explain his heroism. Venter, who was born and raised in South Africa, has been in Philadelphia for 6 months. He's an amazing human, she said. Venter says he would, quote, do it again in a heartbeat, though he points at 28 years of training experience and does not recommend anyone follow in his footsteps. The incident inspired him and Action Karate to host a free women's self-defense and kickboxing class on Saturday, March 15th at 2 p.m. Spots are limited and you can register by calling 267-225-6006. Romanelli says without question she will be there. We can be cynical and the world is crazy, and the fact that two humans who don't know me helped me in need just makes me have such a different perspective on things. And just have faith in humanity again. Before we unpack that, let's check out a little bit of that footage. Now, of course, you can't see a ton from that footage, but you do get the idea that as soon as he heard what was going on, he bolted out the door. Let's unpack that. So a woman's hanging out in a dry cleaner, then all of a sudden some shady dude comes in who's clearly been asked to leave, snatches her purse, and takes off. She says, oh hell no, and chases after him, along with the lady who also runs the dry cleaner, and out of nowhere, this martial arts instructor pops out because he can hear the ruckus. He chases dude down, cracks him in the leg with a leg kick, just enough to make the guy stumble and leave the purse, and then of course the guy takes off. But luckily, no one got hurt, although it could have been bad. This obviously could have gone sideways had the guy had a weapon, a gun, had the guy had multiple attackers, all that crap, blah, blah, blah. But this is actually a very interesting case study. You always hear people online talk about there's always going to be more than one attacker. Not always. You can just look. This is a case right here where you can see there wasn't more than one attacker. He did do something that helped somebody out, and everybody pretty much made it out safe. Maybe the attacker has a little bruise on his leg. The advice that he is giving is solid advice. He doesn't advise anybody to just run out and do this. It's nice to think that there are kind people who will put themselves in harm's way for somebody else. And for that, you get an approving Miyagi, good sir. These are very few and far between around this page. Unfortunately, the majority of the stuff that I look up is negative news. But this guy did something that helped somebody out. It was a selfless act. He didn't have to do it. He went out of his way, put himself in harm's way in order to help a lady he didn't even know. And then after that, taught a class. Then after that, went back over just to check to make sure everything was okay. You earned every bit of this approving Miyagi, sir, and I hope you get a little bit of advertisement from this so that way more people come to your self-defense seminar, and I hope it's successful. This brings us to the question of the day, brought to you by Clean Freaks Body Wipes. I have to say they have been fantastic. After the gym, if I don't have an opportunity to take a shower, I'll wipe myself down with one of these things, and it doesn't leave my skin feeling dry like most other body wipes. So I think that's incredible. If you don't have a ton of time to get to the shower after your gym, you have to go right to work, I highly suggest these things. They are phenomenal. They will change your life. The question of the day is about all of you out there in YouTube land who are paying attention. I want to know about your acts of heroism. Have you ever gone out of your way just to help another human being? And it doesn't have to be on this scale. It doesn't have to be that you saved someone from a purse snatcher. It could be something as simple as you helped someone in any way, shape, or form who you did not know. I would love to know your stories in the comment sections below. Not only so that way, I know that you watched the entire video, but it gives us a little more faith in humanity, seeing the comment sections full of positivity, which I love that we can do from time to time around here. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, of course, memberships. Check out McDojoLife.com. Keep the martial arts legit.
Things just haven't been the same. Living strange since my baby joined that dojo. Joined a McDojo. Now she tries to